G'day folks, Steve Zammit from MDC here, and I want to take this opportunity to introduce you to our latest model in the MDC range. It's the XT17HRT family. This is a bit of a new concept in that it's a family van in 17 foot without a rear fold out, and this thing is absolutely fantastic. We've incorporated some new electronics and some new concepts to make this thing the absolute king of off-grid family camping. I'm going to start with the roof. Air conditioning as standard, which is fantastic. Omnidirectional TV antenna as standard, and it's a good quality one. It's a Malenko 900, so no dodgy TV reception. This thing is fantastic. And the big news, 875 watts of roof mounted solar panels. And when I say roof mounted, it's all done property. There's an air gap beneath them. They're all set up to work and function for longevity and perform well. The body construction is what you're used to from MDC, aluminium frame, composite panel inside and out, and the floor is our fiberglass honeycomb composite that has been absolutely fantastic. Doesn't rot, doesn't perish, and it's super strong and lightweight. The features on this is our prototype. There's going to be some small changes aesthetically in terms of our production model. This and the table will move across, and right here we're going to have a pantry which is accessible from inside and outside the caravan. Why do you ask? Well, on this one you can cook both inside and outside. Mum, dad and the kids with cooking both inside and out, and we all know what a value that is. If the weather's not great and you still want to cook for the family, you can do it in this one. Our external slide out kitchen. MDC are well renowned for providing a really good outdoor kitchen. They're all manufactured in-house. This one comes with Thetford cooktop, glass top, two-step sink. So it's a washboard sink, great for washing up, dish rack, surround to keep the wind off the burners, make cooking easy, and battery operated ignition for the stove. Perfect. Just beyond that is a slide for your fridge. So you can put a portable fridge freezer outside here, keep the beer cold. If you don't need the second fridge, because this has one inside, you can turn that into another storage. So boot storage or fridge slide. All the poles store in there for the annex. Yes, this has an under awning annex, so you can fully enclose this area, make sure you can cook and entertain out of the elements. So it's fantastic in that regard. New colour scheme, love the power green. The price, $89,990 for the standard features, the size of the van and being full off-road at $89,990. This is absolute value for money. Now, let me take you for a tour inside the van. And down this end of the van, there is lots happening. We'll start with the kitchen. We've got the same 3-burner cooktop. I love this because it's perfect for larger pans and fry pans. If you're cooking steaks, etc., you can get the pan very hot, sear your steaks properly. And sink beside it, we have the projector monitor. It's full Bluetooth connectivity with this electrical system, so you'll know at all times what the battery is doing, the state of charge, time to discharge, time to fully charge. So give you all that information. You'll be able to see how much power is coming in minus what you're using from the solar panels, so you'll know real time whether your battery's in a state of charge or a state of discharge. Gives you a lot more control. You can prepare better. You know exactly how much power you have. Beside me here we have a microwave. The microwave and the air conditioner in this will work off the inverter. So it's an auto transfer inverter, so when you plug into mains power, boom, switches on, will do its charging thing and top the batteries up. Your solar will still work, but everything will run off mains power. So very handy. When you're not on mains power, it'll automatically transfer to converting 12-volt battery stock into 240-volt power. And the battery stock is fantastic. It's 400 amps of lithium, but we'll get to that later. Here we have our toilet and shower ensuite. It is made from a one-piece fiberglass module. Very strong, easy to keep clean, durable. It's got everything you need. So perfect for when you're off-grid, you can have regular showers. Now here we have our upright Thetford fridge. These things are absolutely fantastic. It's got a freezer up top, so the freezer section there, and all your storage. It's around 150 litres. So it's perfect. It's a compressor fridge. It'll run off your 12 volts power supply. Above here we have our control panel. Now something MDC AusRV do extremely well is our electrical systems, the layouts, everything's wired in the correct gauge wire. We use quality components, Narva switches, Narva breakers, Narva wire, of course projector electronics. So as a package, it is awesome, it is reliable, and it is quite simple to use. Now, I'm going to show you the electrical systems, and this is the part I really love about this van. And here we have the business end of the electrics in the XT17HRT family. So we have two 200 amp Life Pro Plus lithium batteries. These things have been fantastic, super reliable, and we've installed them right across the range now in the 15-year anniversary edition. So absolutely fantastic. But the big one here is what it's all about. This is the projector TBB unit. Now, this is an inverter charger. So with the dual batteries, it will charge at 120 amps. So recovery times are absolutely fantastic. On a single battery system, it'll charge at 100 amp. Now, what makes this special, it is an absolute fantastic performing pure sine wave inverter. So this will run the aircon, it'll run the microwave, and it'll do so perfectly, and it is safe to use with all your electronic devices. So pure sine wave has its own built-in protections, and it is a fantastic unit. So do not have to do anything. If you plug into mains power, it'll automatically utilize the mains power. As I've said before, it'll charge and it'll activate mains power to all the power points. When you disconnect, it'll switch over and use the battery power to supply 240 volt again to all the power points and the aircon microwave oven. The wiring is beautifully laid out. Everywhere that needs big gauge wiring's got it. Again, Narva components plus the projector components, the shunt and everything is all designed to work really, really well together. Now, with 875 watts of solar panels, you really need to have a system that will suck that energy and apply it to charging the batteries. That's why behind me is our secret weapon. We are using two projector IDC 25L DC to DC units. Now, the great thing about these, they work extremely well side by side. So the solar panels on the roof are divided up between these two units, and they will turn that in to up to 50 amps of charge rate to the batteries in perfect conditions. Also, one of the other advantages is if your tow vehicle has a really strong alternator and is able to provide 50 amps from the alternator to the trailer, these guys together will provide 50 amps of charge to the batteries. So recovery times when connected to the vehicle, towing between sites or any other reason, it's going to be a very quick recovery rate. So they work extremely well, and one of the things I really love about these is you can switch these to a supply mode. So when I say supply mode, I mean power supply mode. When your vehicle's connected to the trailer, if you have a situation where for whatever reason you've depleted your battery and they've gone to sleep, so the low voltage disconnect function in the BMS has said, all right, we're going to protect ourselves and we're going to shut down now so you can't use any more power, you can connect up your vehicle with the Anderson plug and the 12-pin plug, come to these units and switch the mode from lithium to power supply, and they will supply a constant 12 volt or 13 volt to the batteries, and they'll wake them up and they'll start charging. So perfect. So that will get your batteries recovering without the need for a jump start or for mains power. Perfect for off-grid use. So the other thing with these two is you can run smaller generators as a charge function. So, you know, if you've got a 2.2 Honda generator, which is the ideal thing for caravans, it'll happily run off that, charge the battery, look after your electrical system that way. Now, everything in here is extremely well protected. Every solar panel on the roof has an individual breaker in here. So if there's a hiccup and something goes over voltage or over current, it's probably only going to drop out one solar panel, not all the solar panels, which is fantastic. Each of the DC to DCs is protected from the solar power and the DC from the vehicle into them, and protected between it and the battery as well. Everything's got protection between each link, so it's very well thought out, very well protected. Battery BMS has got all its built-in protections against overcharge, over discharge, reversing polarity, temperature protections built in. It all works so well, and you don't have to be an electrical engineer to understand it and get the best out of it. Our owner manuals have great schematics, excellent troubleshooting guides, everything you need to know. You don't have to be a genius. You'll work it out quite easily if you're off grid. Failing that, you give us a call on the customer service line and we'll talk you through the problem. That's everything I love about the XT17HRT family. So much new stuff, so much exciting development in the product, and it is absolutely top quality. So come and check it out in one of our showrooms. Make an inquiry, we'll send you out a brochure, and check out the website for the 3D tour, and it'll give you a great idea of just what a gem this Caravan is.